There are other hantavirus diseases found throughout the world. The viruses that cause these diseases are each transmitted by a different type of rodent. But none of the other viruses are as deadly as the virus that causes hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. In fact, over 50% of the people who get it die from it. The two universal symptoms that were seen in every patient were fever and muscle aches. These are severe pains involving the large muscle groups, the thighs, the hips, the back, sometimes the shoulder. And then about half the patients have abdominal problems, nausea and vomiting, and abdominal pain. Some patients will have cough and shortness of breath early on, and some may go for a week or 10 days before they get the cough and the shortness of breath.
The hantavirus is a virus that's a microscopic organism that has now been recognized to cause a newly described disease, the hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. Initially, people from the Southwest were showing up with it, but now it's been found all over the U.S. This doesn't mean that it's spreading. We're just able to discover it in different states now. The reason that we can find it in these different areas is that we now have tests that will identify the disease with 100% certainty, and we have alert clinicians all over the country who are looking for it. We've also discovered that it's not really a new disease. It's an old disease. By looking at samples from people who have died with unexplained lung disease, we've been able to discover this syndrome as far back as the late 1970s. So it's been here a long time, we just haven't been able to recognize it until now.
Stare at the four red walls, same old brown copper in the hall. Plastic rolls in the box cup, Homer opens my bottle, but his voice is fucked. Capman guards the rack, face 4 CDs, in the days of way back. Fuck signing on, the one to work. Too busy writing for digitally fucked. Describing my house like it's through the keyhole. Outside seemed to have lost control. Home, the safest place to be. Rest of the UK in quarantine. Pavements lined with body bags, but putting out the bunting flags. Hanta has no cure. Best advice is to stay indoors.
As with any newly recognized disease, there's been a lot of speculation about how you can get hantavirus disease. Many people have been misinformed, and widespread fears have developed.
Street empty with 28 days later all become chronic masturbators. Can't touch each other, only ourselves. Intercourse, now bad for your health. Came from across the ocean, hitched a ride on the back of a rodent. Ratted cause we kiss. At least at the weekend you don't hear the Egypts. Black and white, straight or gay, this pathogen won't discriminate. We're all on the firing line, under curfew everybody can find. Poor Fernando, poor stallion, the virus eats into the 60 million. The few survivors, what happens next? An Ebola outbreak will wipe out the rest.
There's still a lot we don't know about this disease, but there's some things that we do know. We know that you cannot get it from kissing or hugging someone who has the disease. We know that you cannot get it from doctors or nurses working with patients with the disease. And we know that you cannot get it from transfusion, from blood from someone who has had the disease in the past and survived it. We don't believe it's transmitted from farm animals, pets, or insects. The only way you can get it is from exposure to infected rodents, saliva, urine, droppings, or nesting material.